Hey, Mr. Peterson. So I know initially I said that I would do mapo tofu, and I did, but the recording was a little bad. So instead, I was making tofu gan, which is, well, as we call it in my family, which is mostly just marinated tofu, scallions for garnish, peanuts for garnish as well, and a sauce made up of sesame oil, hot chili oil, and soy sauce, and a little bit of sugar. Obviously, this dish is still very Chinese, so you know it relates to my ethnicity and my mom, and yada yada yada. Okay, so for the cutting, the tofu should be in like thin strips, about yay wide, so like this ish. Yeah, hold on. After you do this, you cut it again into little skinny, almost like noodle-like, I guess, layers. Okay, and now once you're done this, little step is, just take the whole plate, or I'll just do this, I guess, scoop it up onto your knife and do that. They should be a little bit thinner, but you get the idea. Now onto the sauce. The sauce you can just pour straight onto your shredded tofu. It should be 2 teaspoons of pure sesame oil, like that. Which you should pour over your mixture in case,
A tablespoon.
you drop some. Next, you're going to want to put your tablespoon of chili oil in here. I'm not exactly sure what goes in here actually, but I'm sure there's chili in it. Oh. You're going to want to only get the oil out. So pour it in like so. It should be about right. And just drizzle it around. Okay, next you want just soy sauce. There should be only 1 tablespoon of this going in as well. Again, pouring over your tofu so you don't make a mess. And drizzle it around like that. Now finally, at least part of the sauce wise, you're gonna want just a teensy bit of sugar, about like half or 1/3 of this cup. I believe it's 15 or so grams, so around 5-ish grams of sugar. Once again, just drizzle it around. Okay, so now you stir it all up. There's no really a select tool for stirring this. You can use whatever you'd like. Well, I think chopsticks are probably better, but make sure to really mix all the sugar in because, it can be kind of hard. Okay, should be about fine now. And now the garlic. I forgot to mention this earlier, but to make sure you really get like the most out of the flavor of the garlic, you kind of want to pound it so it crushes open like this. Like that. And then you can just sprinkle, tear it open so you don't have any like larger parts. Make sure you don't get any of the skin either. But yeah, it should be about like that just to give it a little extra flavor. Okay, next you want to put your peanuts in for garnish. It should be just pour out a handful or so, maybe about like this much. Sprinkle them around. Well, it's a little money, but yeah, that's about right. And finally, also for garnish, your scallions. If you'd like, you can chop off the white part. I think it just makes it look a little prettier. But yeah, finely chop these so that they're kind of tiny little rings, Okay, that is about enough. Scoop these all up with your knife. Sprinkle them around. And voila, you have tofu again. It's kind of just a small snack dish, but I'm not exactly sure where its origins are from. But, you know, it's tasty, and that's all that matters. So, yeah. This is my cooking project with the fire on high.